Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into something that's, well, kind of a silent saboteur for industry. Unplanned downtime. We're talking an estimated $50 billion lost annually. Think about that.
It's a huge number.
Yeah. And for nearly all organizations, a single hour down, that can easily top $100,000. And in heavy industry, get this, the costs have actually quadrupled just in the last 5 years.
Wow, quadrupled.
Right. But despite these, frankly staggering figures, something like 51% of manufacturers, they still rely on run-to-failure maintenance.
Which sounds almost counterintuitive, doesn't it? Just leads to these inevitable, really costly emergencies.
Exactly.
And that's precisely where predictive maintenance, or PDM as we call it, steps in. It's a profound remedy, really.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at advanced solutions like Schaeffler OPTI.
Okay.
We're seeing this strategic shift,
Yeah.
moving away from just reacting when things break down.
Right, the panic mode.
Yeah, exactly. Towards intelligently anticipating and actually preventing them before they happen.
Okay, so our mission then in this deep dive is to sort of unpack how this predictive maintenance, how it not only safeguards profits and makes operations more agile, but also how it fosters maybe a better culture, safety, sustainability, turning maintenance from just a cost center into, well, a strategic advantage.
That's the goal, a value driver.
Okay, let's unpack this run-to-failure thing more. We've talked abstract costs, but to really get the impact, we have a pretty stark real-world example, right? The Honeywell-Geismar incidents.
That's right. It's unfortunately a very telling case. This facility had 3 catastrophic hydrogen fluoride HF releases between 2021 and 2024.
3? Wow.
Yeah, and they all really stem from systemic issues, problems with implementing their own safety management. For instance, October 2021, a gasket failed.
Okay.
Led to a fatality, tragically, and $14 million in property damage.
Yeah.
And the investigation linked it directly to a 14-year delay in adopting newer, safer technology and just ineffective inspections.
14 years.
14 years, yeah. Then January 2023, an HF reboiler exploded, another $4 million in damage.
Oh, my goodness.
And get this, that same reboiler had actually run to failure 4 times since 2002. A critical replacement project. It was proposed, but never funded.
So they knew it was a problem.
It seems so. And then again, June 2024, another HF release, a serious injury this time, because piping wasn't properly prepared for maintenance work. So these weren't, freak accidents.
No, it sounds like a pattern, a really horrifying pattern. It just seems like this relentless cycle.
Well, what's fascinating in a grim way is how this reactive mindset, when you couple it with hidden issues, things like maybe high workforce turnover, data that's all fragmented, constant budget fights.
Right, the usual pressures.
Exactly. It creates this cycle of just crisis management. And that subtly, but, significantly, eats away at profits and really undermines safety. So the big question becomes, how do organizations actually escape this trap?
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting, right? This is where predictive maintenance comes in. How does it fundamentally shift things?
Well, it leverages technology. We're talking Internet of Things sensors, IoT, artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, ML.
Buzzwords, but how do they actually work here?
Basically, these tools work together to detect the tiny, subtle signs of emerging problems, often weeks, sometimes even months, before a human might notice anything, or before the machine actually fails.
Weeks or months, that's a serious heads up.
It's a game changer. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, the quantifiable advantages are, well, profound. PDM can cut unplanned downtime by up to 50%.
50%.
Up to, yeah. The U.S. Department of Energy actually reports potential reductions around 35–45%, and it can slash maintenance costs by maybe 10 to 40%.
Okay, that's significant savings.
It is. And critically, the investment, it often pays for itself incredibly fast. We're talking maybe 1 to 10 months, typically.
It's that quick.
Yeah. Think about an abattoir that prevented 306,000 pounds in annual downtime losses, or General Motors saving something like $20 million a year with PDM.
Wow. Okay, those are compelling numbers, but it's not just about the money, is it?
No, absolutely not. Beyond the numbers, you see improved safety catching problems early, avoids dangerous failures. You see better product quality because machines are running optimally.
Right.
And even workforce empowerment. Teams shift from constantly putting out fires,
That constant firefighting mode.
to actually doing strategic planning and preventative work.
Yeah.
It sounds transformative, but I imagine for some companies, adopting new tech like this feels like a huge hurdle.
Right.
What are the common challenges?
That's a crucial point. Yeah. While the benefits seem clear, Sometimes the perceived complexity holds people back. Implementing it, integrating new data sources, it can seem daunting.
Right.
And that's where I think solutions like Schaeffler's come in. They bring, over 7 decades of expertise in motion technology.
Exactly. That expertise forms the bedrock of OptiTime's AI.
Yeah.
Its proprietary diagnostics. But what's really compelling is its simplicity. It's designed to be plug and play.
Plug and play. How simple are we talking?
You can potentially monitor hundreds of machines within hours. It uses a self-healing wireless mesh network. So pretty robust. And critically, you don't need to be a specialist in vibration analysis to use it.
Okay. So it lowers that barrier to entry.
Precisely. It directly addresses that initial hesitation about complexity.
And is there concrete proof, real-world examples showing this impact?
Absolutely. Take Lehigh Hansen, their cement manufacturer. They saved around $15,000 just by preventing one unplanned shutdown of a cooling fan. OptiTime caught it early.
15 grand from one catch. Not bad.
Not bad at all. And maybe even more telling, the Schaeffler plant in Schweinfurt, they used their own technology, OptiTime.
Eating their own dog food, so to speak.
Exactly. And since they implemented it on their monitored supply systems, they've had 0 unplanned downtime.
0. That's impressive.
It really shows the potential. But, this transformation isn't just about sticking sensors on machines. It's also about adopting a more holistic approach.
Like total productive maintenance, TPM.
Yeah, things like TPM, which emphasizes proactive upkeep, getting operators involved. And it's also about understanding how to sell this change upstairs, to management.
The budget holders.
Right. You need to frame it effectively. Appeal to their risk aversion.
Yeah.
Show them the clear, rapid ROI. Make the case compellingly.
So, okay, wrapping this up then. What does this all mean? The evidence seems pretty clear, doesn't it? And the costs of just doing nothing, they're clearly escalating. So adopting advanced condition-based maintenance analytics, especially with that sort of pre-detective advantage like you get with OptiT, it's really not just an option anymore for improvement, is it?
It really feels more like a strategic necessity now. And maybe, as you listening, consider this for your own operations or even just, in general. Think about this question. How might that powerful concept, the idea of anticipating problems before they actually occur, how could that fundamentally shift your strategic approach, whether it's managing industrial risk, optimizing resources, or just ensuring long-term success in whatever you do?
That's a great question to ponder. We really encourage you to reflect on that difference, that profound difference between just reacting and having the strategic foresight that really empowers true reliability.